my actual aim is IIM Ahmedabad. If I get into IIMA,
First of all, Abhishek, congratulations for 290 score.
thank you, sir.
I mean, you expected this score or what?
Actually, this was not the first time that I've expected such a score in a national level examination. I have a habit of cracking examinations, and I was expecting above 285, and 290 is good. Actually, I did two silly mistakes, which costed me those 10 marks.
Can you explain what was those mistakes?
I think one question was that number series.
Okay.
Unfortunately, mm, I was taking the exam so casually that I did one silly calculation mistake in that series. Actually, the paper was relatively easy, if I say, as compared to other management examinations.
Correct. Okay.
That's why at the end of the paper, like I became a bit casual and I didn't revise it also. Like I had enough time, but I didn't revise. But on an honest note, the paper was relatively easier.
Okay. Okay.
I cracked the TISSNet last year also.
Okay.
So if we look at the quant section and the verbal ability section, the last year TISSNet was tough.
What was your score last year?
Last year I scored 72 and my GPA score was 23.
7. So what happened last year? I mean,
No, I'm actually already in a very good public service, public sector job.
PSU. Okay.
Not exactly PSU, I'm in central government department.
Wow.
I was in a PSU from 2020 to 2023 in a leading PSB, public sector bank as an officer. And then the CGL 21 results came out. Through that, I got into a central government department. So here I'm pretty much satisfied. My actual aim is IIM Ahmedabad. If I get into IIMA, then only I'll leave the public sector job. I am A, B, or C. But I keep on giving these exams so that I can like my nerves are always stimulated and all. And I
Okay.
also love teaching.
Okay.
I keep
So,
on giving these exams.
okay. Lot more thing you have achieved and you are doing. That is great.
Yeah.
So, okay. Uh, so why CUT TISS? I mean, if you get, obviously target is HRMLR course, right? So further you will
Yeah,
process for
of
the same,
course.
right?
See, I have kept a few institutes in my mind for which I can leave the public sector job. Of course, I am ABC and then FMS and TISS is one on such institute because look at the ROI. I'm already earning. If I look at the opportunity cost, if I go for some other institutions, then
Mm-hmm.
ROI will be a big factor. And I'm 28 right now, so leaving already a secure job for like I am Indore institution, like where I'll be paying 30 lakhs to get 20-25 lakhs package is not worth right now. So that's why I gave CUET because if I get HRM in TISS, I can think about
The people who will be watching this podcast, now they will be feeling like jealous, no?
it. No, but then, sir, I was not like this till my class 9th or 10th. Then suddenly, I don't know what happened. And in class 10th in maths, I got 73. And in class 12, I got 98. And from there, I'm not looking back. I've
Wow.
cracked all these examinations on the basis of my maths, reasoning, and English only.
Okay. Okay. Great. Nice. So coming back to the exam only, apart from the CUT this year, what are the other MBA entrances you had appeared?
I appeared in CAT.
Percentile?
So I got a 98, 98.92 to be exact. So there, my LRDI section didn't went up to the mark. So it's okay, no issue.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get the calls from the top B schools like IIM ABC. But I'm appearing for CMAT again this year.
Okay, the upcoming one, 15 May.
Yeah. I'm appearing for the CMAT. CMAT 2020, I was All India rank 10.
Wow.
So this year I'll be trying to repeat the feat if everything goes well.
Reason behind writing the same at JB?
Of course, JB. In 2020, I could have got JB, but then since I was just out of the BTech and all, and I wanted to repay my education and all, loan and all. So I joined the public sector job, and I dropped the idea of getting into GB that year. And now I do have enough resources and enough work experience too. So JB, TISS, IIM, ABC, or FMS, like
Okay, okay. Top six.
these are my types. Yeah.
Okay. And okay. Apart from CAT, any other like CET,
No,
SAT,
no, no.
and MAT, SNAP?
Maharashtra CET, I filled the form, but I didn't appear for the examination. Form to we have to fill now because at the cap round and all.
So you didn't appear for the exam.
No, no, I didn't appear for the
Okay. Any specific reason or just like you don't have a trust on CET?
exam. See, I'll not say that I don't trust CET. In 2020, I appeared for the Maharashtra CET. That year, I got 98.52 percentile.
Okay.
उस time वो All India rank कैसे issue करते थे वो लोग. I was 1618 AIR that time. But this year, I didn't get the leave from my office. That's
Okay,
why I
okay.
couldn't.
Because ideally
Center
people
was
fill the
quite far
form.
away.
Yeah, people fill the form, they don't appear because of the goof up. That is the one. Second is the kind of a format pattern, kind of a question they are throwing. So that is why that the credibility of CET is now going down. So that is why people have stopped appearing now CET. But yeah, still there's a approximate 1 lakh.
In 2000, the number is there, 1 lakh. The credibility. 2022, especially at COVID, this post-COVID phase now, this has reduced the credibility of Maharashtra CET. And too
Mhm.
much delay also. And
Yeah, I mean,
things
there
are
was a
not
delay.
in place.
Right. So now, have you started your stage two preparation for TISS?
And I'll be working on my DAF.
Okay.
Uh, so most probably I'll be. I think they'll ask me. Last year I didn't appear for the interview because of some personal reasons. But this year I'll be appearing for the interview, and the main focus that I'm preparing is on my work experience because I have around 5 years of work
Wow.
So
So
most
quickly,
probably
quickly, Abhishek, just brief me about your academic background, state city you belong to, and obviously
uh,
work experience and where you are working so far.
yeah, sure, sir. Sir, I passed my class 10th in ICSE board and I scored 93% in 2012. In 2014, I passed my ISC with a score of same 93%. Then
Wow.
2014, I got into Marine Engineering and Research Institute of India, Kolkata. There I was the university topper of my institute. And
Wow.
2018, I passed out. Then I worked for NYK Lines, Japan, for through campus placement for around 1 year or so. But then due to physical injury, I had to leave the job. I was in Merchant Navy, Marine Engineering, 6 months in sea, 6 months on land, like that.
Uh-huh.
But I was in a petrol and chemical tanker. My hand got injured, so I had to leave the job. Then I came back and I started preparing for these government jobs and all. So I cracked IBPS PO in first attempt, 2019. Then I joined Indian Bank. I worked there for 3 years, and my by that time actually CGL used to take a lot of time. I had given CGL also, SSC CGL, and the 2020 CGL results came by 2023. So then I joined central government, and
Wow.
now I'm working since the last I'll say 9th, 10th month is going on right now.
Okay. So you
So
are born and
nearly
brought up
5 years.
born and brought up
Yeah,
from
yeah. I've been born and brought up in Calcutta.
Calcutta only. Okay.
Yeah.
So you have appeared, I mean, since I think last 3, 4 years you are writing the exam, right? I guess so.
Yes, yes, yes. Hmm.
Okay. So I think, I mean, as you mentioned, CUT was pretty much easy exam you have found. And since you had
Hmm.
prepared for the CAT, so kind of a level of the question of the CAT, quant, LRDI, and the verbal section. Overall, if you compare TISSNet with the CUT, what was your actual experience, TISSNet and the CUT? Since you prepared for the
See,
already TISSNet.
so yeah. Before appearing for the TISSNet last year, I gave a lot of mocks and I analyzed the previous year papers. I never thought that TISSNet will be so tricky, right? Because in the mocks I was getting around 82, 84 like that. But when
Wow.
I appeared in the actual exam, I got 72. And even that year the cutoff was low. I think cutoff was 63 or something for HRM and then 61 or 2 for analytics.
Correct.
Something like that, sir. Right, sir?
Mhm.
So even the GK questions were a bit tricky, and quant section, I'll say. was definitely the trickiest last year testnet. But CUET, on the other hand, was relatively simple. They stuck to their syllabus this year. And in English section, much of the focus was on vocab, one word substitution, idiom and phrases and all. In CAT and in other management examination, we see that reading comprehension takes out the bunch, right? But
Mhm.
here, vocab, like they have given one question only on one word substitution, but that one question is about match the following. So you have to know all the four or around two or three to get the answer correct. So they were checking the vocabs in a nice way. Maths, I'll say it was pretty much simple. The calculation part was there, but questions were not that tricky. So
Okay.
last year TISSNet, if we compare it with TISSNet of previous years, 2019, 20, it was more or less the same. But last year TISSNet was damn tough. Even last year SRCC GBO was too tough. 206 cutoff out of 640. Thank God,
And this
when I
and this
fortunately,
and this year cat zat and snap was tough.
yeah, exactly. So actually, sir, toughness is not a factor in any of the examination because it's relative competition, right? Competition is relative. If the paper is tough, it is tough for the entire nation. It is not only
Correct.
tough for you. So the in SRCC GBO earlier out of 640, the cutoffs used to be like 300 plus. But last year the cutoff was I think 206 only for general out of 640.
Correct.
So if the paper is tough, the cutoffs are going to now go down. This CUET was easy. So I
Hmm.
think 260 plus cutoff is really gonna be there for TISS HRM.
HRM. I had
Yeah.
taken the podcast of two students so far who have those who have scored 295. Uh, yours is
Hmm.
290. So many students have scored 290 plus, 280 plus. I mean, many have performed well, and
Yeah. Yeah.
maximum of them have appeared for the CAT, non-CAT examination. Then they appeared for the CUET. So that is what the advantage you can say with them.
Yes, sir.
How many mock tests you had appeared during your preparation, CUET PG?
For CUET PG specifically, I never appeared for the mocks, sir. But
Okay.
when I was in the preparation phase, actually, when I was preparing for the bank PO, CGL, CAT, and all, I
Mm-hmm.
used to appear for sectional mocks and chapter-wise mock tests. Once I used to finish any chapter, then I used to appear for the chapter-wise mocks, and then sectional, and then the full-length mocks before 15, 20 days before the examination. My focus was always on finishing the syllabus and sticking with the basic books and all, not doing much, just doing the basic things right again and again. And then I used to maintain three copies, one for quant, one for this thing, English, one for GK and all. So suppose if I'm giving a mock or something, if I make a question wrong, if I'm outside, I'm traveling, I used to take the screenshot. And when I used to come back, I used to solve it again, or I used to write the notes of the GK or the English. And this way, I have filled up two, three copies.
Wow.
I used to make a lot of mistakes in my mocks and all, but then that hard work reaped through. And because of mock only, I realized what my strong point was, what my weak point was.
Absolutely. So mock
So
help
mock
you,
really essential. Yeah, of course it
obviously.
helped me. But only after finishing the syllabus, like if you don't know anything and you start giving mocks, then you will just get demotivated.
Initial stage, definitely, but
Hmm.
gradually, along with the, I mean, I follow this theory like along with the preparation, keep writing the mock test. But yeah, number of mock tests has to be the lesser initially when you are writing, and
Yeah.
mock test through mock test you can channelize. Okay, this is what the area you are doing well. This is what the area you are not doing well. Okay, further I will when I will come to that particular topic, I will do this. I will prepare this type of the question, all these things. So I mean, people have this mindset, they do complete preparation, then they start writing the mock test. But I normally suggest to students like along with the preparation, obviously, but keep writing the mock test. Initial stage, write one mock test in a month or maybe the 15 days interval, or maybe initially depending on the, I mean, when the exam is there. So you
And
finish
sir,
the entire syllabus, then you appear for the mock.
for the full length mock. But once I used to finish my chapters, I used to go for the chapter wise tests and
Topic test, and yeah.
yeah, topic test and all. Because we have so many apps nowadays that provide you daily quizzes and all. So resource is not a crunch right now nowadays.
I mean, what do you think? Why people don't crack examination? What do you think? What are the reasons? I'm not talking about only CUET PG. Let's talk about the other MBA non-CAT examination and all the examination basically. Yeah.
Uh, so first thing is people are lacking in analytics nowadays. First of all, you know yourself the best. Nobody can know your ability much more than you, right? If you so when I started appearing, people used to say कि you go for UPSC, you directly go for UPSC, तुम IAS बन जाएगा. Right. We being from a central university, that's what topper, and like I have always been very good in academics. My memory is also nice. So people used to say, "Tum IAS ban jayega, IAS ban jayega. Go for UPSC. Don't go for any other exam." But
Mhm,
I knew that I am really good in VARC. I'm really good in quant.
mhm,
I'm not at all good in LRDI puzzles, and I'm not at all good in writing long answers. In like UPSC requires to be like a marathon runner, right? You have to write very good answers in the mains examination and all. So
mhm,
I always knew that I'll not be able to do that
mhm.
because I don't have the patience of reading so much, going through so many things, and then writing that. So
Understanding
that's why
concept basically.
yeah, exactly. Matlab, I can I have done exceptionally good in prelims, but in mains I was not able to do well in the UPSC. I've cracked some other UPSC examinations as well, as I have already told you, sir, in my achievements and all UPSC, CDS, NDA. But
Hmm,
sir, that writing part, na, I'm never good in that,
mhm,
especially when they are asking questions about society and international relations. So this I know about myself. My parents don't know, or maybe my teachers don't know. They are always pushing me go for UPSC and UPSC. But no, I will not be able to do that. That's why I told myself, you are good in quant, you are good in English, focus on those exams that need these two things, quant, English, and reasoning and aptitude part. That's why
mhm.
I bank PO, SSC, CGL, and CMAT, CAT, and all these examinations. So nowadays, students, what they do, there is something called FOMO, fear of missing out, right? They will appear in all the examination, they will buy all the books, they will take all the courses, but they will not stick to the basics and they will not know what their strengths are.
Hmm,
This is what is costing them.
hmm.
Okay, 1 year you give all the exam, you will know ना. अच्छा, CAT is too tough, CAT का quant मेरे से नहीं बन रहा. अच्छा, CUET, if I am getting 200 this year, next year I can get 280 also. I
Hmm,
should focus on this.
hmm,
CMAT, I think I'll not be able to do because GK and innovation and entrepreneurship मेरा ठीक नहीं है.
hmm,
So this the student should analyze कि
hmm.
what suits them the best,
Correct.
and not run after, don't go after many books. Simple, just solve basic books, then go give sectional quizzes, topic wise mocks, then full length mocks, make notes, whatever is going on, make notes, and revise it again and again. It's basic thing, nothing extra you need to do. You don't have to go for high-fi mocks, you don't have to go for high-fi coachings and this thing, blah, 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 nothing. Know what best suits you and just stick to the plan. Simple.
Basically, those who have appeared for the cat, they want kind of a section which is there in the cat. Like NMAT, if you're going quant, verbal, logic. Snap is
Hmm.
again the same. I think Snap GK they have removed. I think uh,
GK review.
GK they have removed.
And this year, so IIFT also is scrapped.
Yeah, they have scrapped the IFT. So basically, in
Yeah.
your case, GK वाला exam नहीं देना है. It is so.
GK मेरा अच्छा है. GK में CMAT में when I got AIR 10 out of 100 I got something in the 80s.
Wow. Okay.
But the thing is my facts are good. When I have to analyze those facts, I'm not good at that. And this I'm saying very honestly.
Okay. Okay. So,
That's why civil services is not my cup of tea.
okay. Okay. Last question, Abhishek. Those who are preparing for next year, let's say 25, 26, so what tips or the suggestion you want to give them in terms of the CUET
Uh,
preparation?
Acha, if I specifically stick to CUET, then CUET is going to be a relatively easier exam if we compare to other exams.
Hmm.
So here the questions will be of basic nature, slight calculative,
Here, I
more
want to ask
focus
one
in
more question. Don't you think it might get tougher next year? They might
um,
change the difficulty level.
even if it gets tougher na, it will not be as tough as CAT.
Obviously, that is true.
Obviously, yeah. Even if it even if it gets tougher, then you see the CMAT ka paper. Maybe they will make their level equivalent to CMAT or TISS का जो 2023 का पेपर था,
Hmm. Okay.
2020 23,
Hmm.
उससे ज्यादा टफ they will not make. So
Okay.
I think if you are starting and preparing, targeting only CUET PG, na, then in go for the basic books and till LOD 2. No need to go for advanced or level of difficulty 3. LOD 1 type question they will only ask, but to be on the safer side and also for targeting other management entrance exams, LOD 2 tak practice will be more than enough in all the subjects.
Mhm.
And nothing else. Just do the basic, give mocks, simple.
What
Practice
about
again and again.
those who are not good in verbal? I mean, what they're supposed to do according to what you have done for the
Uh,
verbal?
for the vocab part, I'm saying what I used to do. In there are so many Telegram groups, right? They give 10, 20 daily Hindu vocabulary words and all. उतना time तो मेरे पास रहता नहीं था कि मैं हिंदू पढूं. So, like, I used to go through those 10, 20 words. The words that I know, well and good. The words that I don't know, so that I used to write it down in my copy. Same notes, mocks, and all these things. So, suppose in a week I have collected around 100 words. So weekend I'll memorize that 100 word, those 100 words, and then the next day, matlab Saturday if I'll memorize, Sunday I'll revise it.
Okay.
Same I'll do next week. And monthly I used to take like one day where I'll revise the entire month's vocab.
Okay.
And this I used to do consistently, right?
Okay.
So for around 5 to 6 months I did it, and right now I have a vocab of around 3,500 something words.
Wow.
Apart from the black book and SP Bakshi ka vocab, these 3,500 words I have made in my notes. Like,
Okay.
and after revising it so many times, in what page what word is there and what word comes next to that word, even that is engraved in my memory right now. But
You-
this is how you can do vocab. And for reading comprehension, uh, download any app, reading comprehension quizzes, give it again and again, or read stories or something, novels and all. Don't go for the Hindu editorial, that tough editorial and all. This that will blow your mind in the first go. First the
Hmm.
basics, first some stories, novels, or basic comprehension material. Then,
Hmm.
if you are comfortable with that, then you can go for Hindu editorials, and that's it. That will be more than enough. Even if you read that, na, even that arrangement of sentences, PQRS or sentence improvement or error, the more you will read, na, the more your muscle memory will act. Okay, isn't it के बाद तो ये question mark आना चाहिए था. मैंने इसको यहाँ पढ़ा था. So automatically error finding and all these things, your mind will start working. See,
Hmm.
you don't have to memorize the rules. The more you will read, the more that rule will become your muscle memory.
Wow. Okay. Anything else in the last you want to add, Abhishek? We have done with the podcast.
I'll just say that know what you can do right, what suits you the best, and just focus on that thing. Don't like don't take too much of information from here and there. And this FOMO, this FOMO, fear of missing out, is like creating a lot of problem for the youth, right? So just stop that FOMO. What you are doing now might be the best for you and might be the worst for someone else. Too many
Okay.
strategy, too many tactics.
Hmm.
Hmm, that might not suit you. What is best for him might be the worst for you.
Okay.
So stick to your strength and just practice.
So that's all, guys, in this podcast. I hope lots of things you have learned from this podcast. And Abhishek have given lots of information about the preparation, about the other examination preparation. So far, he is currently working, and every last 2 3 years he is appearing for the examination. Okay, so learn the say all these kind of tricks, technique, information, and implement same in your preparation. Thank you, Abhishek, for coming and sharing your experience, and all the
Thank
very
you, sir.
best for your stage too.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.